Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Comedian's Tea Party. This week we have special guest Chris Norton Walker, who was the first of my guests to supply his own snacks and tea, which, let me tell you, was quite delicious. I'm only going to do a short intro because this is a very long podcast. Not very long, but it's just longer than an hour. But it's very, very fun, so I hope you enjoy it. We're going to discuss a surprising amount about poo, talk about a lovely teapot, and we'll try some various teas. We do try the Twinings Matcha with cranberry and lime from their Superblends range that they supplied to me, which is absolutely delicious, and you'll hear us talk about that. And we also have a couple of surprise guest teas from Chris. We've also had some lovely feedback and some reviews from various people, including a message from a very good friend of mine, Chris Lowe, who told me his favourite milk substitute is Aldi's own soya milk, unsweetened, because it is apparently the closest to semi-skimmed milk without being actual dairy that he has tried. So, worth giving a go. If you have your own favourites, get in touch at Tea Party Pod on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or at teapartypod@gmail.com. Let me know. Give me a shout. Enjoy the show.
So, do you want to record this? Like amazing sound that you said. No?
Yeah, well, go on. Yeah, put it on. It does sound good. Whoa. It's a real subtle sound of a kettle. I like it. I'm a big fan.
It's a big sexy noise, that was.
And do you know what? I'll call that the start of the podcast.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Comedian's Tea Party with myself, Deaves, and my special guest today is Chris Norton Walker. Clapping himself.
Someone's got to.
Which is, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've gigged with Chris a lot, and to be honest, it is largely him clapping himself.
Sometimes it's only me laughing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, you know, we get on, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
More awkward if we didn't get on.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, we've been on a lot of road trips.
We have. All over the country.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking... It was Matt Hoss's gig in Canterbury. Do you remember that? Chocolate, chocolate restaurant?
Yeah.
Gig where Matt fell in love with that drunk woman in the audience and asked her to marry him.
No.
Do you not remember that?
No.
That was, I imagine,
too busy on that drunk woman being a menace.
Yeah, she was a nightmare. And if you're listening, drunk woman, don't come back. Chris is sniffing a tea bag.
Oh, it's nice.
So the first tea we are trying today is the Twinings Matcha green tea with cranberry and lime.
Ooh.
Which I've never had matcha green tea. I've had green tea and I don't know what the difference is. Apparently it's ground down according to... Is that right? It's just ground down a bit?
Read the back.
Hey?
Read the back.
Read the back. Or was it on there? This is an important part of Japanese culture where the making and enjoying of matcha takes centre stage. We have created this juicy blend with the flavours of cranberry and lime and added manganese, which contributes to normal energy yielding metabolism to support your everyday well-being. Well, that sounds great. Basically, it sounds like it's going to help you poo.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah, I'm into that because, yeah, it's important. Everybody poops.
Yep. How many poos have you had today?
3 full-size poos. Wasn't going to bring that up. I was going to try and skirt around that subject, but we're in.
Like, I'm not a doctor, but that sounds like too many poos.
Not the most I've had.
In a day?
Yep.
What's the most you've had in a day?
6.
That is too many.
Healthy poos as well. Not like... I wasn't ill. Didn't have a cold. 6 poos. What's the most you've had?
Maybe 2? I don't know. I don't count them.
I mean, yeah. There's some people that... I'm sure I heard someone talking about it once, and they say they poo about 2 times a week, and that is unhealthy.
Yeah, that seems too few.
Yeah. And some people just poo like once a day, which I've done it before. I think. Do you know? I mean, no, I've gone 1 or 2 days without pooing before, and that's fairly unpleasant. Why are we talking so much about poo?
I don't know, because this tea is going to help us.
We are 2 minutes into this podcast. Oh, great start. Yeah.
There's also going to be a follow-up podcast after this, which is the Comedians Pooing podcast.
Yes. Yeah, and one after that. Just apologising largely for 20 minutes.
The Comedians Apology podcast. That's a good podcast.
Yeah, it feels like something that should already exist.
Yeah, let's edit this bit out and actually do that podcast.
Yeah.
Let me pour you some tea.
Oh, thank you very much. Are you going to...
One for you.
Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Is that not hot? No.
Should be hot.
No, because that's how cups work.
Oh, no, the water's hot.
Yeah.
But the cup is not hot.
Yeah, I mean, whilst I appreciate that you are pouring that in front of the microphone to get the great noise, I was very nervous that you were going to pour that over your hand.
So was I, to be quite honest.
I'm not training first aid.
It's fine, you are in my house, it's fine.
Yes. You're going to drink it immediately?
No, I'm just going to smell first and describe what it smells like. It smells like hot water. It's not really done anything yet.
Oh, I can smell a slight green tea-ish flavour. What's your MO? Like, what are you going to do with are you going to leave the tea bag in for the whole cup?
For a little while, yeah.
For a little while.
Well,
Sarah, on the last episode, we both had mint and chocolate, or chocolate and mint, whichever way around it was.
That was not even an option for me.
What? No, I know, we've drunk it. But we had that, and it said on the back, brew for 4 minutes, and she timed it to the second, and then squeezed the bag out with a fork.
Oh, you can go to fancy tea rooms and get an egg timer that does it for you.
Right. What? It sets the time. Well, she didn't count to 4 minutes.
So what happened when I went into one, which is also a gig as well. You go in, you ask for tea, they give you a specific tea, they bring it over to your table, and they say, please wait 3 minutes for the middle egg timer to turn over, and then they turn the egg timer over. Then after those 3 minutes, you pull your bag out.
Oh, that's amazing.
The tea is ready to drink.
That is actually amazing. That's quite incredible. I went to, what I was saying about the Canterbury gig, Matt Hoss's one, that was the first time I ever had loose leaf tea, and that was loose leaf tea in loose leaf tea bags.
Okay.
So they just put the loose leaf tea straight into the tea bag. So it's like a sort of like an infuser essentially, but they've created their own tea bags that you just pour it. It's amazing.
Cool. Sounds fun.
Yeah, it was good. But I went to a tea house in Bath, and
we're a middle class conversation already.
Yeah. I was there doing the comedy festival, and no one came. So does that bring it down a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, but now I'm more worried nobody's going to come to my show April.
Yeah.
In April. Have a look on the website.
Oh, yeah, great. We're going to do plugs later, but, you know, why not start now?
4 minutes in, doing pretty well. Professional.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, where is it? At the brew house?
It's the brew house in Bath. Please check your local listings for timings.
Yes, great venue. I've had a couple of really lovely gigs there, and do you know what? No, it was nice, but seven people came.
You don't really sound sure, to be quite honest.
It was an experience. But 7 people came. 2 people loudly spoke for 5 minutes. I asked them what they were speaking about, and they said, we were thinking of going to the bar. And I said, please do. And they did, and they didn't come back. And that was fine. And then a man came up during the middle of the show because he wanted to use the toilet, but there wasn't a toilet in the room, and he walked into the office of the pub and tried to wee in the corridor there, and the 3 of us had to stop him.
This sounds incredible. Can we recreate this?
What, you want me to try and wee in your corridor?
No, please
don't.
Oh,
that sounds very weird indeed.
I mean, it wasn't euphemistic until you made it euphemistic.
No, yeah, my brain did that. I apologise. That's entirely me.
Yes, apologise to the listener.
Sorry.
Good.
Thanks.
I'm going to smell my tea.
Yeah, let's smell it again.
It's coming out a bit more now.
Yeah. This is this is good podcasting. I don't care what you say.
But I think on this sort of podcast, where it's like a tea-related podcast, you want to hear those kind of kettle sounds, those mug sounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those kind of sniffing sounds.
But like, it's tea-related. But when I wrote to Twinings and Tea Pigs and like to get them to send me free tea, which they were more than happy to do once I told them I had some TV names coming on. Which
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you were on EastEnders, right?
Yes, I was.
Yes, as an extra.
Sure.
Did you have a line?
No, I just beat up Max Browning.
Right. I don't know what that means.
He was a character.
I understand what beating up is.
So what I did was I used my fists and I beat him up in prison.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have to get arrested for that, or?
No.
No? It's part of the acting?
Yeah, I was just brought in.
Great. Professional.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did mention that. Who's Chris Norton Walker? Just like, extra. Yeah.
Yep.
Violent guy.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the only reason you got that call, isn't it? Because you stood
so...
outside the offices of the BBC.
Give me a job! Give me a job!
Beat up Martin Kemp.
And they're like, can you look hard into the middle distance? And I'm like, yes, I can. So I did.
Yeah. I imagine you can't look hard if the camera's too close, because you smile more than many people that I know.
Well,
in no way would you ever look menacing.
Well, let's just see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my glasses off and see if Si is intimidated by me staring off into the middle distance angrily at him.
I can see that.
Thank you.
He's a very good actor.
It's not really good acting. It's just me taking my glasses off and looking slightly squinty.
He is playing it down. That was spectacular. That is very well done.
Yeah, but the problem is now I'm going to offer you a lovely Mr. Kipling slice to go along with your tea.
Yes, I'm very excited. Yeah, Chris is, and I should point this out for any future guests that are listening, Chris is the first guest to have bought me snacks, and I am very happy that has happened. So if you want me to be very happy, you know what to do.
So in terms of snacks, like you've bought the tea, I've bought the snacks. So in terms of snacks, you can have a sea salt cracker from the Co-op.
Right.
You can have a Mr. Kipling slice, which is lemonade and elderflower.
Lemonade?
Lemonade
Good
and elderflower.
grief.
Or you can have a lemon meringue iced finger bun.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have one of each.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, following your suggestion, like, Chris suggested that we have a main tea and a dessert tea. So we're going to have a sweet one after this one. This is our main. So I reckon with the main, you should obviously have the savoury snack.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah. Now?
Yeah, open the box.
Great. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get involved. Probably going to need to edit this to some level of quiet. Can you do it, please? I don't seem to be able to open a box. Oh, look at that.
Ooh. Cheers.
Cheers. We just cheersed the crackers.
We just touched crackers.
Yes, but now I feel like only one of us should eat this cracker at a time, because I imagine the other will be incapacitated. Oh, is it good?
No, it's a good cracker.
Yeah, and that is exactly why only one of us will have one at a time, because your voice has now turned into that of a pillow.
That of a pillow.
If a pillow could speak.
Okay. You have yours now.
Well, these are delicious.
Oh, no.
Yeah, thanks very much
for...
Are they Co-op's own, are they?
Yeah. Sea salt.
Very good.
But you're asking yourselves, do they go with the tea? Let's check.
He's trying the tea.
So they don't not go with the tea. So they are kind of plain enough to mask anything.
Yeah, they're not strong in flavour, but it's a nice flavour.
Yeah.
How is the tea? That's the more important.
Nice. Yeah.
Is it?
It's warm. It's warming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll get that with boiling water.
Yeah, but not always. Like sometimes,
that is tasty.
That is tasty.
Oh, that is that's quite refreshing. It's quite. I don't know how to describe that. That's it's kind of it's herby. It's very much like a green tea, but yeah, you can really taste the lime and cranberry. It's fruity, isn't it? That's what it is. I think sometimes green tea can be a little bit bitter, and that has got a real sort of smooth edge. That is immediately tasty. Oh,
nice. It's good.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are so this one specifically all of these teas are from their Superblends range, which is their brand new range, and
Of superhero-based tea.
exactly that. Yeah, and yeah, so this one's mixed with cranberry and lime and manganese.
Oh, I can taste the manganese.
Yeah, yeah. Which is fortunate because I brought a pot with me, but I left it in the car. So
Oh, that's a shame. Is it water soluble, or does it explode in water?
again, obviously, it's chemical element number 25.
So, what do you know about manganese, Si?
Well, it's not found as a free element in nature.
Oh yeah.
It is often found in minerals in combination with iron. And manganese is a metal with important industrial metal alloy uses, particularly in stainless steels. I don't know what a lot of these words are. Historically, manganese is named for pyrolusite and other black minerals from the region of Magnesia in Greece, which also gave its name to magnesium and the iron ore magnetite.
Ah, and the Pokemon Magneton.
Well done.
Magnemite.
Do you want to try again? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
So, good. Yeah, what have you been up to? I've not seen you in a little while.
I've been gigging around.
Yeah? Anywhere good?
Trying to be funny? No, absolutely not.
No.
A lot.
A lot of
Lots of
absolute
gigs I
dives.
do are weird.
I know, I've done them. I mean, they're not normally weird, but...
Well, no, some of them are absolutely very, very odd. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the weirdest gig you've done lately?
I've not been to anywhere weird, I don't think.
Well, I mean, let me give you a weird anecdote of a
Please.
gig. Now, I wasn't at this gig because I was at my girlfriend's last night, but a friend of the podcast, a friend of both of ours, Ross McGrain. What are you looking at? 3+ minutes. We are in the plus section of that now.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm happy to leave it in, as I often am with a green tea.
So I don't normally drink tea like this. What I tend to do with tea is I tend to make the tea and then forget about it for 40, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I would usually come back to a slightly tepid tea.
I often make a tea and then immediately fall asleep.
Yeah, but what is it through the process of making tea that puts you to sleep? Is it just...
Nothing. I quite often make a tea when I'm tired, and I'm tired a lot. And then I'll sit down and I'll wait for it to cool down. And in the process of waiting for it to cool down, like tea it tends to have sort of quite a relaxing effect with me. I'll have a tea to relax. I don't think that's a particularly uncommon thing. And I'll sit down and just
Well, it depends on the tea, because in here you've got focus tea.
Yeah.
You've got
For focusing.
glow.
Yeah, for glowing.
You've got energise as well, so you could have one of your
Energise
energising
yourself.
teas.
You've got defence tea if you're going to get in a fight. There's just, it's great. There's a lot of options. Digest tea if you're going to eat someone.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, but I think just the knowledge of knowing that I'm about to drink tea relaxes me enough that I'll just fall asleep.
I kind of want to have a little game with you now, just to see if I can just put the idea of drinking tea into your head. And just see if you can fall asleep.
I mean, I'm literally drinking tea right now. You don't need to put the idea so much. Chris, wake up! Hey.
But is it a bit like kind of Pavlov's dog? Like when I kind of tip the switch, you start to slightly drift off
No.
into a slumber. No?
No.
Oh.
No, we've got that noise to compete with. Although I will say that boiling noise does sound good on the microphones. So that's the end of that anecdote. So Ross McGrain,
Yes.
running his gig Little Smash Comedy, which is in Southend every Sunday night. Free entry, bucket donation on the way out if you enjoy it. However, last night...
No, just donate to the bucket anyway, even if you don't enjoy it. Because we have given our time to you, even if you don't enjoy yourself.
If you ever
just
watch
give us a couple of pounds.
a bucket donation gig and you don't enjoy it, pay money so that those people can afford to get better. Consider it an investment.
I mean, it certainly could be that if you don't invest time and money, then those people will never get better. Or if you do, they may say to themselves, this wasn't financially worth it, I'm going to give up. But I think you've got to give something, even if it's a little bit. I mean, I don't mind people going...
Sympathy, if nothing else.
Yeah. Well, I just think you have given your time to them for 40, 50, 60 minutes.
Yeah, and if you're really bad, hopefully less.
True. But if you're going to do that, then of anybody's time, you would pay money. No,
Yeah.
You may pay £5 an hour, you may pay £10 per hour, or you may pay £3 an hour. If you only stay for a little bit, then just give a little bit. But I think it's kind of worthwhile and nice just to give something, whatever you can do. But we're not kind of forcing people to give stuff. Like I think there's sometimes a case of people going, you must put money in the bucket.
Yeah.
But if you can't afford to put money in the bucket and you'll kind of give something else later on, or some services, or just a drink at the bar, that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially if it's been a hard gig, because the drink at the bar will help. I mean, if you'd pay for a call-out fee, wouldn't you, for some level of builder, and then they'd turn up and they'd try and entertain you, but they'd probably just be mildly racist. And, at least you probably won't get that at a comedy. You might do. Can't make any promises. But point being, support live comedy, because, we need it. And especially new material nights like that, because they're often fun. And this is the issue, is like, we want people to go and support. However, a woman at a gig last night turned up halfway through the first act and was so hammered that she just heckled beyond sort of the realms of heckling. It was just horrendous. And then after the first act, Ross came back on, dealt with her, ripped her apart, and then she carried on. And then she just kept shouting. Ross further dealt with her, and then her sort of partner threatened to throw a glass at Ross's head. At which point, the other comedians that were waiting to go on went around and took the glasses away. Long story short, called the night off. So she ruined the entire gig. Yeah. And I've never seen that before. I've seen some bad hecklers, but never seen that.
What was she doing in terms of heckling? Like, was she just kind of wanting it to be a conversation?
I wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But as I understand it, I think she probably thought she was... No, I don't think she thought she was trying to help, because I think after it ended, she bragged about having ruined the evening. So I think she was intending to just ruin everybody's night. So if you ever wind up listening, drunk lady who shouted, just sit in a bath and cry, because you deserve to. You're a horrible, horrible person.
Well, she may be doing that anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, well, yeah, if she's that hungover, I imagine she probably lives in the bath now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is for the best.
It's not really for the best if you live in the bath.
For everyone else it is.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it's good for your skin.
Well, it won't be full of water. You'd drown.
Well, not all the time.
Yeah, but you could occasionally fill it with water, but...
You could take all the water out to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise your quilt would get wet.
Oh, you're taking a quilt in the bath?
Obviously.
And a pillow?
Yes.
Like an air pillow or a normal pillow? 2
pillows. Normal pillows. You need a pretty hard surface in the bath. I mean, you're punishing yourself for being a horrendous drunk, but, it's not that bad.
What happens about wheeze and poos?
Turn the bath on. Turn the shower on. That'll tear it apart, push it down the drain. Make sure you take the quilt out.
Yes.
That is important. Because you live in the bath now, so you can't... Well, you could wash it, couldn't you? You could wash it...
It's just a horrendous... How do we get to this point?
I really don't know. Bizarre gigs.
Bizarre gigs, but bizarre conversation too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how far we're into this, but also, like, we've talked about poos quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's been a large portion of my day today, so that's where that's come from.
What percentage of your life do you think you've been on the toilet for?
40%.
40% of your life?
Yeah.
Not your awake life?
No, yeah, just in general.
Just in general?
Yeah.
40% is quite...
Do a lot of poos. No, I don't know. Is there a statistic for it?
Well, I don't know, like 1%? Is that enough? Like, out of 24 hours, are you on the toilet for 2.4 minutes a day?
Would that be 1%?
I don't know.
Alright, I feel like we need to work this out. Okay, no, I can do the maths. I can work this out. It's 14.4 minutes. That sounds about right. Throughout the day.
You're on the toilet for 14 minutes a day?
With all of the poos. No, probably no. So yeah, less than 1%. That's not much, is it? Realistically, I mean, let's face it. We've all had 45-minute poos, especially when you're getting paid.
But I think a lot of that, you're not having a poo for it. You are just hiding from work or life or
yeah.
whatever you want to in the toilet.
But you're on the toilet, and that was the original question.
Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about kind of the percentage of your time that you're pooing.
How much? Yeah. You asked how much of my time. Do you know what? I'm quite fond of a sit-down wee as well, so that's another portion of the day. So yeah, less than 1%, probably total towards 10 minutes, maybe. No, that can't be true. It's definitely more.
Do you feel emasculated by the sit-down wee?
No, I used to.
Right.
Not anymore. Embrace it. It's amazing.
Do you think more men should do a sit-down wee?
I think all men should do a sit-down wee.
Are you
not every time?
Not every time.
No, but sometimes.
Do you not think that a sit-down wee, if everybody was doing them, it would kind of take time out of their life and they can think about things a bit more before they act?
Yes, I think that it would become a more rational thinking world. What I'm saying is, I think sit-down wees would save the world, and that is my suggestion. I've saved the world.
Right.
You're welcome.
Do you think more women should do stand-up wees?
Yes. Yeah, but we need bigger toilets.
What, as in
baths?
Like diameter?
Yeah, because they've got less aim, haven't they? As I understand it, I've never watched a woman wee, so I'm not really.
I'm sure you can.
I don't have the faculties to answer that properly.
Yeah.
But if you're a woman and you want to get involved, not weeing, but like if
it's a whole different type of podcast you're talking about there. Yep.
If you want to sort of send in your opinion on whether or not you think you should be able to do more stand-up wees, let us know. You get she-wees, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can aim with that. Are they embarrassing to use?
I've not used one.
Right. Okay.
I guess they're sort of unisex. We could maybe use one if we want to kind of aim a bit more.
Probably don't need to.
Well, no, but might help sometimes if you're a bit drunk and you've
what,
got something to aim into.
That probably would be... Yeah, maybe everyone should just have... I feel like we should invent this toilet.
Right.
And everyone can have a stand-up wee because it's just quicker.
Sure.
There's no two ways of... it's just quicker. It's more efficient. But toilet attachment is essentially a funnel that you bring up to meet you.
But I think you have to have your own personal funnel.
Of course.
I would not use a communal funnel.
No, I mean, don't have them in public toilets.
Oh, right, at home.
Probably just stick with what we've got in public toilets, but...
Yeah, the problem with public toilets is that a lot of them will be still labelled men and women. I am a big advocate of just labelling all the stalls as toilets.
Do you mean stalls as in poos?
Well,
or like
that or sit-down wees.
Right. Oh, poos or wees.
Yeah, so everybody has a cubicle.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah, I'm into that.
And then just call them toilets.
Absolutely.
Rather than putting some sort of gendered figure on the front.
Yeah. I think the only issue with that is many men are awful.
Well, that is true, but...
Maybe they should have their own toilets. Like, largely, you should have to do a personality test before you use a public toilet. Like, can you use the one for everyone? The clean ones, the ones that get cleaned like several times a day. They've got a clean that comes around once an hour. Do you want to use those toilets, or are you a bit of a prick? Because we've got these dirty ones over here. They get washed once a week. They get a full wash once a week. But that is, I reckon that's the scenario that we're looking at. That's what we should do.
But they may have a bad personality, but good aim. So you need to think about that.
Well, good for them. But, largely, people won't. Not everybody does. So you guarantee that at some point, they're going to stand in someone else's wee. And that's what you get for being a prick. I mean, that could... Well, I'm concerned that the people in charge of this will listen to this podcast and make me use that toilet now. But I'll just take a bottle with me.
Good.
Yeah.
Would you like another cracker?
Yeah, I'll have one more.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Would you like some more water in your bag?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, this is very nice though.
Yeah, good.
It's really, really nice. To be honest with you, I might reuse this bag on my way home.
Okay, sure.
However, we're coming up to half an hour in, which is roughly time for another tea.
Okay, cool. And which tea would you like?
I don't know. I mean, you've got... Right, we're going to have... So Chris, not only has he supplied me with lovely snacks, but he's also supplied me with other teas.
I have.
Which is incredible. He's also brought along milk substitutes, which I don't think we're going to make use of today.
That's fine.
But he's got some Alpro oat milk and Alpro almond milk. Obviously, oat milk was Cole Donnelly's milk of choice. What's your favourite milk?
So I had some hazelnut the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite nice. Kind of different as well.
What's different about it?
It's a bit more nutty.
Right. That makes sense.
So I had some hazelnut on some cereal and some kind of taste sensation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have that on like crunchy nut?
I had it
that seems like it would be spectacular.
Yeah, kind of crunchy nut or kind of something like that. Yeah.
You'd have like oat milk on Weetabix or something.
Yeah. But I think that's the problem with a lot of these kind of dairy milks. They do all sort of taste the same. Whereas the non-dairy ones, you can have a bit more fun with it.
Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah. So, but like, what about in tea?
I've not tried. I don't think a lot of them would work in tea, like especially not these teas, which are a bit more kind of.
So do you just have a normal
flavourful?
A dairy milk, sorry.
I'll have a coffee with some hazelnut maybe, or some that, because you can use that instead of like a flavouring that you might get.
Yeah. Interesting.
Which might be full of sugar.
Yeah. Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like coffee myself, but that sounds like that would be tasty.
That's a shame because I've got a range of coffees here that you could have had.
Yeah, well, we're not doing a coffee podcast, are we? So
no, that's exactly why I didn't get them out.
Yeah. Thanks for the offer.
That's all right.
It's sort of an empty offer, really, wasn't it? Because we're not doing a coffee podcast.
You can certainly smell them.
I'll pass, but thank you. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Now.
Yes. So talk about the range of teas that I've got.
Yeah, so we've got a mango tea.
Oh, from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Which is that a loose leaf tea?
It is, yeah.
It is. Oh my word. I mean, that would be the first loose leaf tea. However, the one that I'm a little bit excited about. I really love mango. I really love mango. The thing is though, like the one that I had with Cole, the Twinings Focus, that had mango in it. So I feel like we've had a mango tea recently.
Well, if one takes a mango tea home, you certainly can do.
I don't know, I could be into that.
Sure.
Although I'm not gonna be getting. Do you know Graham Wilkes?
Graham Wilkes. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, I'm doing a preview for him in Falmouth with Bobby Mayer, who's who's coming on the podcast. But he's going to supply me with. He's got a little pug tea infuser.
Oh, cool.
For loose leaf tea. So until that time, probably won't start getting loose leaf teas. Oh my word! You're so. Are you giving this to me?
No.
Oh.
Describe what it is.
It's it's I assume a loose leaf tea infuser. That is like forceps. With sieves on the end.
Yeah.
Is that an accurate description?
Yeah, almost exactly. Yeah.
How does this work? You squeeze from there.
Squeeze it. Oh.
That is literally forceps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels that's snappy, isn't it?
Mm.
That's a good level of spring. That's a good. Do you have a lot of loose leaf tea?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Do you prefer loose leaf tea, or is it like an occasional?
I think with anything, it's what the occasion is. Kind of sometimes you just want an easy kind of breakfast tea in a bag, stick it in a mug, forget about it for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're kind of inviting people around and you're going to have like a chat with them, either on a wonderful tea podcast like this, or just like a comedian kind of coming around and kind of talking about kind of comedy, that sort of stuff, or kind of people that kind
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, sometimes.
Just have comedian gatherings.
Sometimes, and you know, if they want something slightly different, or you want to impress them a bit, or you want to just go, hey, I've got this, do you want to try this? Then you can have some loose leaf tea.
Well, incredible, and that is a damn good. I mean, that it looks like a rock and roll SM58 that's been through the wars. That is mashed up. But I'll give you that back. Thanks for showing me that. That's very interesting. I may look into getting one myself.
But what we can do is we can have another mug if you want, just a mug of the mango.
What are you suggesting? We have one of each. Are we going to have 3 teas?
We can have 3 teas.
Are we going to have Michael Jackson's cousins?
Well, let's have 2.5 teas, right? So let's have a biscuit tea each, and then we can make.
Well, I've not said what the other one is, and you've revealed it.
Oh,
it's
I'm
a
sorry.
biscuit tea. No, that's fine. It's a biscuit tea. You've supplied it, so you can bring it up. It's a biscuit tea.
It is biscuit tea.
Yeah. So it's biscuit tea. Yeah. I've heard about biscuit teas.
He's so excited about this biscuit tea. All I'm saying
is I've heard about biscuit teas before, and I was sceptical.
Right.
Is it good?
What do you want it to be like?
I want it to taste like an everyday cup of tea, like a breakfast tea that's had like a custard cream dropped in it.
Okay, it's not too far off that. Yeah, but get it out, have a smell.
Okay, let's do it.
Now we'll turn the kettle on, and you can smell directly into the microphone.
Right, they're in bags. Are we opening? It just smells like a bag. Are they gingerbread biscuits? Is that? I mean, what I particularly love about this podcast right here with Chris is he's got a selection of mugs. He's got like an actual. It's really. I'm gonna have to take a photo of this, and I'll look at that for professionalism. Amazing. I'm well impressed. I mean, this is the most accommodating. Even if this isn't the best podcast, I'm gonna
mostly a poo-based podcast. Yeah. Like I can't help that.
I'm gonna get you back on because I want to experience this again.
So just describe the smell of what this biscuit tea smells like. Oh, it's really biscuity.
Oh, I can't get it out there. I mean, I had this conversation with Carl as well. It's my nose doesn't work properly, so I'm smelling it. But
would you like to guess what some of the ingredients are? What the spices are?
Okay, so I'm going to guess ginger.
There is some ginger. Yeah, that's 5%.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon is 12%.
How many spices are there?
1, 2, 3 more.
3 more. Are these going to be the 5 herbs and spices that are in KFC?
It would be slightly sweet, I think, if these were the KFC
probably.
ones.
Right.
Oh, there's one here that you can't pronounce.
What? It's not manganese?
That's not manganese. No, but wasn't there another one on Carl's podcast that you struggled with?
Oh.
Or you didn't know what it was?
What, star anise?
Star anise is in it. 5%.
So we've got star anise, cinnamon.
Yep.
Ginger.
There's one that rhymes with cinnamon.
Binnaman.
Keep going.
Flinnaman.
Nearly. It's something you do with magic.
Abracadabranum.
What do you use for magic tricks?
A wand.
Or
a willing audience.
Or
a magic assistant.
Something with your hands.
Gloves.
This is so frustrating for anybody that's going to listen back later on. Right, so it's a piece of magic equipment that everybody uses. That if anybody gets one out, they're just like, "What? Watch what magic I can do with this."
Chris, this is a family podcast.
Yeah. What are famous pieces of magic equipment?
Sword?
A sword.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a sword in this tea?
If this was Family Fortunes, right? Let's just have a look if sword is on the board. It is. It is there, but it's number 7.
Right, and we're looking for the first 5.
Yeah. So wand was number 1, I think, and this is probably number 2.
Right.
There's many of them, if that helps.
A hat.
A
rabbit.
I mean, hat is probably number 4 on the list.
Top hat. Rings. Oh God, I don't know. I feel like it should be easier.
It should be really easy. I don't know. Like, I know you've had a hard, long day, but just you're skirting around this piece of magic equipment. You can just not get the most famous. Like, there's lots of them. If you have them in your hand, you often have more than one in your hand at a time.
Balloons.
I mean, that is true as well. Okay, sure. All right. Although not always, because often those balloons are kind of made into...
animals.
Yes.
Yeah. Playing cards.
Cards is the answer. So something that rhymes with cinnamon that also includes the word card.
Cardamom.
Cardamom was the
Is it
correct
mom?
answer. It's cardamom.
Cardamom. Yeah, what I just said. Yeah, so it doesn't really rhyme with cinnamon. It just sounds sort of similar.
Is that not a rhyme?
Well, I guess so.
It's like a half rhyme.
It's a half rhyme.
So you've got 4 of the 5 there.
Right, and that's why that was so misleading.
So
we've got
one more.
We've got cardamom, cinnamon, cinnamon. Yeah, no, I can see how that does rhyme now.
Yes.
I mispronounced it. Cardamom, cinnamon.
Yep.
Ginger.
Yes.
Star anise. And...
One more.
Is it a tough one? Pesto.
Pesto. That'd be a weird tea.
Yeah.
Would that work? I don't know. No, it's like a Christmassy one.
I've already said cinnamon.
Yeah.
It's another Christmassy one.
They're often inserted into oranges.
Reindeer.
No, it's sometimes the other way around.
Oh, the other way around. Yeah,
Yes.
You insert the orange into the reindeer. And they're really happy.
Would you like another rhyming
sorry.
game?
I'm so sorry.
You should know what all of these things are within the tea ingredient.
You insert it into a carrot.
No, into an orange.
How did I get carrot?
I don't know. It sounds a lot like something you would wear on your hands if you were cold.
Gloves.
So it's...
Flubs.
No.
You put it in an orange.
Yes, so it's spelt a lot like the thing you do with your
Cloves.
hands. Cloves it is.
Right. I would say that rhymes with things that you wear.
Yes.
Well, that was largely ridiculous.
That's the first and last game of Guess the Ingredients within the tea.
Yes, that was more difficult than you wanted it to be. I've never had cloves, to my knowledge.
I'm sure
I've
had cloves.
I've had them in things, but I've never had them. Sorry to consistently talk about Ross McGrain.
Sorry, is this a Ross McGrain podcast you're talking about now?
It is. Don't tell him, but I love him. He won't listen, so it's fine. Because he's a real piece of... So his daughter loves cloves.
Okay.
Yeah, she just eats them from the jar.
Oh.
No, capers. It's not the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, that story may or may not stay in. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, no, it absolutely has to stay in. Can I offer you a... Because it was literally incredible. You cannot edit out your own stupidity.
Yeah.
And I've heard the first 2, and you've kept a lot of that in.
Yeah.
Can I offer you a
should hear
lemon...
what I took out.
Oh, I bet. Can I offer you a lemonade and elderflower slice?
Oh, you can absolutely offer me a lemonade and elderflower
or
slice.
a lemon meringue finger bun.
I
Or
can
would
have
you
one
like your
of
lemon
each.
meringue finger bun with your mango tea? Are we going to go for a 3-tea?
We're going through tea.
Let's do it.
We're going through tea. Which one first?
Let's do the lemonade and elderflower, perhaps, to go with this.
Is that
Maybe?
that's
I
going
don't know.
That's going to go with a biscuit.
Maybe it's not. So do you
I've
want...
got a feeling it will. I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the sponge will work in our favour.
All right, open the box.
So right here we've got a Mr. Kipling lemonade and elderflower slice. So we're going to try those with this.
Oh, these smell
Oh, that's delicious.
incredible.
That smells great.
These are Mr. Kipling lemonade and elderflower slices.
You can really taste the lemonade.
Oh, that's a good slice.
I didn't think I'd notice the difference, but that is... I like that.
That is something else.
Yeah. It's not just lemon and elderflower. That is lemonade and elderflower.
Mm-hmm.
No way of denying that. That's lovely.
But that's a miracle of modern technology.
Yes.
Some people are curing cancer, and some people are making lemonade flavoured jelly. So this biscuit tea has gone a different colour. The tea we had previously stayed quite clear, whereas this has gone fairly dark.
It's gone quite dark already. I'm immediately worried about it staining my teeth. Is that really hot?
It's not really hot.
I burn my mouth very easily, so I'm a bit concerned about drinking it too quickly.
Just give it a blow.
And this is made by Pickwick, who, if you want to send me some teas, Pickwick, please do so. If anyone that's listening to this works for Pickwick, is that the name of the company, by the way, Pickwick?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. If anyone that's listening works for Pickwick or knows anyone that does, please tell them to send me some tea, because I will happily drink some of this stuff and talk about it all day long. Is it nice? Are you drinking it?
Nice.
It now?
Yes,
yeah.
nice.
You've had this before, have you?
Yeah. Well, it's mine, and half the box is gone.
Well, I didn't know if you'd just had a busy day.
That's good. It's quite nice.
A lot of biscuit.
Yeah. Well, it's not really like a spring tea.
It's too hot. I can't. Not a spring tea. When would you have this?
It's more of
Winter.
like a winter warmer tea, I think.
Would you have it in
Especially with
autumn?
those spices. Yeah, of course, autumn. You can go out watching the fireworks, drink this tea.
Yeah. You ever slipped on leaves?
Who hasn't slipped on these?
Yeah. I did once.
Yeah.
It was one of those comical, my feet ended up higher than my head.
Oh, yeah.
Land on my back. Yeah, it was amazing. It was really funny.
Like a cartoon type thing.
Exactly like a cartoon type thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good day. Whilst my... I was in secondary school at the time, and I was running around the park on the path. So my friend and I went to Southend, went to the town. We just sort of wandered around. There used to be this little sort of park area, little green area with some benches. And I was running around, and he was sitting on the bench making out with his girlfriend, and I was running around in circles, slipping on leaves.
And that kind of sums up your love life.
It really well. I mean, he's married with kids now, but
To her?
no.
Oh, that'd be a good story.
No, but I'm buying a house for my girlfriend, so I'm doing okay. I'm getting there.
This is going to be a really sad point of the podcast if you listen back to this in 4 years' time and you're crying on your own. Just in your car.
Yeah. Still with her, just lonely. On tour.
Oh, no, that's worse.
On tour.
You're still with somebody but lonely.
Oh, well, no, I suppose in that sense that is. She's just sent me a
breakup text, please.
No, she's just sent me a message asking if I have to approve podcast reviews. Not you.
No. I mean, I can.
Because she's just left one and it's not on there. So I don't think so, but maybe, and I'll look into that when I get home. But if you're listening and you even remotely enjoy this, please leave me. Please leave me. I need this because in 4 years I'm going to be lonely. Just leave me a little 5-star review because that'd be lovely, and it helps me get up the charts, helps me get seen by other people, and the bigger this gets, the more you'll enjoy it, because then I won't have to have this guy back on the podcast. So he's still here.
I'm still in the room.
He looks hurt.
Talking of things that are absolutely 5-star, I've also not only bought teas with me, but
such a professional.
But also one of the greatest teapots that anybody's ever experienced.
Yeah, and I'm going to put a photo of this on. So, like with the last podcast, Sarah's podcast, we talked about how she used experiments to find the best way of making a toasted sandwich. And in this particular case, I'm going to take photos of the spread that Chris has laid out for me, including the most terrifying teapot that you've ever seen in your life.
Don't get it. Like, I think it's worth kind of it being closer and us really describing.
You want it?
Yeah.
Right, so that the audience can hear.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Just hear the confusion And here, just magnificence.
It's very light.
It is very light. So what we have in front of us, unless you want to do this.
No, you go ahead. It's your.
Okay,
it's your
so
teapot.
I was given this by my friend in Canada.
That's a funny name.
They live here now, and some small backstory to this is we were on a beachfront somewhere.
Okay.
And we saw this figure on one of the kind of amusements, and she said to me,
Sounds like a horror story at this point.
"Well, you've not seen the teapot yet." So she said to me,
"It's right in front of me.
What is that figure?" And I said, "That figure is Mr. Blobby." If you're not aware of Mr. Blobby, as she wasn't, Mr. Blobby was Christmas number 1. Mr.
Yes.
Blobby is...
Was he Christmas number 1 for 2 years?
Oh, I don't... I think it was the crossover point, because that's Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
He certainly had 2 big hits, I think.
Yeah.
There's also like a whole kind of Blobby family that you also forget about, the kind of kids. And...
Yeah, it's a good reason for that. It scared the life out of me.
So my Canadian friend, after discovering what Mr. Blobby was and what on earth his kind of behaviours were, she found me in a charity shop this clearly knockoff Blobby teapot where it is pink and yellow dotted.
Yeah.
With
the nose is wrong. I'll say that.
The nose, but it's all wrong. Like this.
The head's wrong. The left arm is considerably longer than the right arm.
So the left arm is the handle, and the right arm is like a weird squat spout.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's pouring the tea out of his hand.
It looks. I'll tell
There's
you what
a
that
hole
looks like.
in his hand.
That looks like his left arm has got longer, which in turn has pulled his right arm through his body and made it shorter.
It does look a lot like that.
Yeah.
But just the face of this Blobby teapot is like both.
It looks like a cross between Mr. Blobby and the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, but if both of them have been in a fire.
That's exactly what that is. That is terrifying. That's what I like about you know Halloween, the movie,
The film or
with Mike Myers, the character, not the comedic actor.
Yes.
Do you know what his mask was? Do you know where that came from?
I will pretend not to for the sake of the podcast.
No, go on. No, you tell me. You tell me.
So I'm aware that it was he asked for any sort of mask, and somebody in the props department went down to a mask shop, just a fancy dress shop, and bought a Captain Kirk mask.
Yeah, William Shatner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And slightly painted it, I think, because it's a slightly different colour from what it should be.
Something like that.
Then he wore that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But it's only after you hear that you look at the Halloween mask and
you can really see
it really is him.
It's amazing. I love that.
Before you continue,
yeah.
I'm just going to do something slightly reckless. I'm going to take my bag out because I think it's getting slightly.
Do you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing.
So give it a try. You can add
I
some
have.
milk
Do
to
you know
it,
what?
I think.
I've tried this. I've given it a little sip.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Good.
You can really taste the cinnamon, and
Mm-hmm.
it feels like a Christmassy drink.
What about the cardamom?
I don't know what it tastes like to differentiate from the other flavours.
You could have just said yes. Would you like to try it with some oat or some almond milk? Or are you okay with it on your own?
It's quite nice on its own.
It is.
Would you recommend?
I don't know. I've not tried it.
I mean, if you're going to have one of those, it's going to be oat milk, isn't it? Because that's going to lend itself to the biscuit.
You don't think the almond will...
I've just got to double check that you do know how to correctly pronounce.
I do, but there are just some words you just go, I'm going to pronounce this almond, just for the sake of the podcast.
Yeah. Cool. No, as long as you know, I don't want to. It'll keep me awake at night.
I'm sure it'll keep other people awake at night. That was a really good podcast until Chris mispronounced a word, and now I can't get it out of my brain.
I listened to another podcast. I won't state what it was because the culprit.
Was it me again?
Yeah.
Chris, were you doing something else?
Almost definitely will never hear this, but he several times.
It's a he. That narrows it down.
Yeah. He was a financial advisor. I think that's what it was. It's something like that. That was the area in which he worked anyway. It's something to do with finance. And he, for the entire podcast, pronounced it finance. And I was... If anybody listens to this, that listens to that podcast, they'll definitely know exactly what I mean. Because and he stopped saying it after about half an hour. So there was about 45 minutes after that where it was a good podcast. But I genuinely nearly just deleted it from my phone. I was just, why? It's your area of expertise. Why do you not know how to pronounce finance?
But were they American, though? Because I think Americans might pronounce it.
He may have been, but...
Finance.
I don't think that is a reasonable excuse.
Finance. Oh, I'm not sure now.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this Outpro Almond Unsweetened.
You putting a little bit in your biscuit tea?
Just a little drop. Would you like some oat milk in yours? Or are you
I think I'm alright, actually. I quite enjoy it, yeah. Quite like this. So, yeah. I wouldn't say specifically that it tastes like biscuit, but if it does taste like... I mean, what sort of biscuit is this?
Well, so what I wanted it to taste like is and this might be a weird thing to say, is I wanted it to taste like you have left lots of biscuits in tea.
Yes.
And then kind of filtered all the biscuit out.
Yeah.
But I don't think it quite does.
Just got a liquid. No, yeah. I don't think it does, because I feel like that would be a slightly thicker taste, a fuller taste, if you will.
Yes.
Whereas I think what it is like you have made a tea, but used a biscotti as the infuser.
Yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. It's nice. How is it with the almond milk?
It's not so nice.
Would you say that you ruined it?
No. But I don't want another one.
You got to try it to learn, haven't you?
Yes. Like I think this is kind of what this podcast is all about. Trying different things.
Yeah, that's my point with Cole, is that like before a lot of this, I'd never really delved that much into sort of herbal teas and sort of like fancy teas and stuff like that. I'd tried a couple, but like I'd never really sort of tried that many. And that's what this was all about. It's just I wanted to try some more, and this is exactly what we're doing. I didn't even have this. I didn't know this would be an option today. Here we are. It's a lovely surprise. Thanks very much.
That's okay.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's lovely. It's delicious. Yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well for time. It's fine. We're going to run over a bit, and I say run over. There's no specific set amount of time, except I do have to drive home after this, and I do have work in the morning.
So we have one more tea to try,
yeah,
which is the mango tea from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I mean, did you get that yourself in Sri Lanka?
So my aunt went to Sri Lanka and she bought me some tea back.
Ah.
So I've only recently opened it, so it's fairly new to me.
Yeah.
I've had one mug from it.
I mean, what a great time to try it.
True. I've had one mug from it, which I don't think I got the proportions right, because I put it in... This is quite burpy, this podcast as well. Burpy, I don't know why it's so kind of so burpy. But I certainly put some of the mango tea inside the cafetiere, which I think was too much.
Right.
So I think if we just have this weird kind of snapping turtle's worth of...
Yeah, it's like one of those little dinosaur heads that you get from Butlins. I'll tell you what I can do. I've got I've got a sort of mouthful and a half, a couple of mouthfuls maybe left at the bottom of the cup. I'm going to put a tiny amount of oat milk in.
Oh,
like a tiny.
So I don't think it needs it. I
don't think it needs it. I think it's delicious.
It's kind of milky enough anyway.
But for the sake of experimenting, because can't smell it.
Sorry, you went to go and smell that like you were going to give it a snog. I don't understand. Like it was very kind of like opening to opening was happening there.
I may or may not have got overexcited. I mean, it's now turned a sort of normal tea colour. Okay. It didn't ruin it. Didn't make it better.
No, like I don't think it ruins it. It just doesn't add anything to it.
Yeah, doesn't need it.
No.
I'll tell you what, that biscuit tea from Pickwick, fine on its own. Not just fine, good. That is good.
Would you like to pronounce the name of the tea?
Speculas. Yeah?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. SPECULAAS asterisk. What's the asterisk for?
Please do not pronounce this on a podcast because it's a rude word.
Now, what I will say for this biscuit tea is the best before date was January 2015.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. But it still tastes good.
For the sake of anybody listening to this who isn't aware of when we recorded it, this is April the 1st of 2019.
Or is it?
It is.
It is, yeah.
It's still nice. It's fine. It's, am I going to be ill?
You have changed your tune from that was the best tea ever to that was fine.
No point did I say it was the best tea ever. Because I'll be honest with you, this one, delicious.
Which one's that?
Do you want one? It's what I had with Cole. It's the mango and pineapple.
I can't have another one. I'm going to have a whole kind of mango loose.
Yeah, well, not now.
Oh, is it this?
That's a present for you. Mango and pineapple with ginseng.
Cool.
Plus, vitamin B6 contributes to the reduction of tiredness and fatigue.
Well, that could be what you could have done with today.
Yeah. But that, delicious.
Let's mango tea it up.
Let's mango tea it up. I'm going to go for a wee. That smells delicious.
This is the mango tea, all the way from Sri Lanka. Let's open it up. Oh, it smells really mango-y.
It smells really good.
Cool. I will put the kettle on. You go and do what you do.
I'm just going to keep recording, by the way.
Okay, that's fine.
I feel like you're going to say things into the mic.
Oh, no, I am, yeah. Si's gone now. Hello, future Si. What I won't tell you about this is that it expired on the 1st of the 12th, 2018, so not as bad as the previous pack, but it is still gone off tea. You son of a bitch! So here we are back after Si has been to the toilet. I'm hoping you did a wee rather than anything else.
Good. Yeah. No, I didn't have poo number 4 of the day. That would be excessive.
And I'm just smelling this mango tea here. What are your thoughts on smelling this mango tea?
I think that smells absolutely delightful.
Mm-hmm.
It's very mango-y. This is what I'll say for that one. Is the mango and pineapple with ginseng.
Mm-hmm.
Is you can taste the pineapple and ginseng. It's very mango-y.
So this
that is more mango-y.
So this has 2 main ingredients.
Is it mango?
2 main ingredients and 3 extract ingredients.
Are you going to make me guess?
Yes, I am.
What they are again? For
yes.
Christ's sake.
So they should be the 2 main ones should be obvious. What's this?
Mango.
And
a tin.
What's in here?
Tea.
Good. So it's mango and tea are the main 2.
Right.
And the extracts are mango pieces,
lemongrass, and cardamom,
and safflower.
Okay.
I don't know what safflower is.
No.
But it smells delicious.
Yes. I don't know what it is, but I'd like to drink it.
So I'm inserting now my weird tea strainer.
So is that how you do it? You pull it out like an arcade grabber.
I hope so.
So have you not had it in this? I imagine that's going to be too noisy to use on an actual podcast, but I could probably. That's just from one microphone. I'll turn that down. So have you had it in this infuser before?
I haven't had this tea in this infuser before, but I have had other teas like this before.
Well, that's lovely.
No, I thought we'd pair this with a lemon meringue ice finger bun. Are you okay with that?
Oh, so into that. Yeah.
Then please have one.
Okay, we'll get straight in.
Yeah. Not all of them, just one.
No, sorry, I've just fingered the
Just
icing
a moment
on
there,
another
you're just
bun.
like, I'm just going to put all of them in my face, Chris.
Oh.
Wait. Yeah, let's clink.
I'm making an awful mess.
Oh, I've not had a nice bun in ages.
No, neither.
No.
It's a nice ice bun.
Yeah, I'm totally sticky now, though.
Yeah, this isn't good podcasting.
I think it is. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, just hearing a sort of I don't know how much these microphones are going to pick up that chewing noise. Awkward sound of mastication.
The awkward sound of mastication sounds like Queen of the Stone Age album.
It does, doesn't it? I would listen to that. Well, that's delicious.
Yeah, like I'm sometimes slightly disappointed in kind of ice buns because you've only got the icing on the top that has any flavour.
But this, what are these bits in it?
That's meringue because it's a lemon meringue.
Makes sense. I love meringue.
Good.
I'm a big fan. I had a massive meringue in Cornwall. I started saying it and then I realised that was not an anecdote. That was very much just telling you that I ate a thing once.
Just a fact about you.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad to hear that fact. I'm sure other people have as well.
Before I started saying it, my brain was like, this is an anecdote that you need to tell. And then as soon as I started saying words, no.
Like, in a way, I hope this podcast becomes like mega big and mega famous.
Yeah.
So your Wikipedia page is filled with, also, so I once went to Cornwall and had a...
I want that to be a section unto itself. Professional life. Private life. Cornwall. Meringues.
And whereabouts in Cornwall was it?
Nuki.
Whereabouts in Newquay was it?
On the high street.
Have you got any more? Like, can people go and visit this?
I can't remember the exact shop. But if you go up and down Nuki High Street, there are about 30 bakeries, all of which have massive meringues in. So just choose the big pink swirly ones.
And then send Si a picture.
Yes, absolutely. Do that. Yeah, tweet me. Or Instagram. You can't do that. Yeah, tweet me. Or Facebook.
Well, they can Instagram it.
Oh yeah, tag me in it. Yeah, put it on Instagram. Tag me in it.
Oh, do that. Like you don't know how social media works. No, don't send me anything. That sounds horrendous.
Yeah, no, definitely no. Yeah, that's right. Don't send Chris anything. Send it all to me. Let's take his advice.
And if there are any meringue manufacturers out there that would like to send,
yes, please send me some meringues. Oh,
for the meringue ASMR podcast, where we'll just eat different types of meringues.
Yeah, just send me loads of meringues, and eventually. If I ever marry my girlfriend, then come and cater my wedding with just meringues. That would be absolutely amazing.
Would you have a wedding cake just made up of meringues?
Yes.
Like a croquant bouche, but with meringues.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
I would very much enjoy that.
Cool.
Yeah, you just said a word that I've not heard before, but...
Croquant bouche.
Yeah.
It's so you know...
No, I don't. I'm unfamiliar.
Have you seen those big towers?
Profiteroles.
Of profiteroles.
Yes.
That's basically what that is.
That's a croquant bouche.
Yeah?
Did I say it right?
Yes, I think so.
Do you get that with meringues then?
I don't know, but you might be able to.
Right, meringue companies, get in touch. Send me a croquant bouche made from meringues.
What, of course, do they say when you phone them up?
Hello?
How do they answer the phone?
Hello, is that side Deaves?
Meringue.
I thought you did one-liners.
Well, I can do that as a one-liner. But yeah, drink your tea.
Do you want this back? Do you want the infuser?
Sure.
Is that how long's that been? Has it been long enough?
I don't know. Maybe just over 2 minutes, maybe?
I feel like it feels like longer. Smells alright. Are you not having some?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am. I'll just allow you to try yours.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's right.
What were we talking about? Croquant bouche. Yeah.
Meringue.
Yeah, so obviously I'll need to get married within 4 years because in 4 years' time I need to be lonely in my car.
Well, I mean, that might be why you are lonely in your car because
I insisted upon a croquant bouche and my girlfriend had a heart attack and died.
Well, no, I think it's more going to be that your fiancée is taking over so much. All of the planning that she's not allowing you to do anything, so you're just sat in your car.
You should be made aware of this.
Sadly, listening back to all of the podcasts.
Now, it's not that she doesn't want to get married, but she doesn't care that much. I want to get married, so she's already said several times that it will be my day. Oh. So yeah, I'll be doing the planning.
It doesn't sound as though she's very into this relationship.
No, she calls me by the right name most of the time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so it's pretty serious. No, she is. I think she's slightly more enthused about marriage than she is about the idea of getting a cat.
Oh, she doesn't want a cat at all.
There's a middle ground between those.
You can't get half a cat.
No, I know. We'll have to get a full cat. No, well, funny you should say that because she specifically
wants a very small cat.
Yeah, well, that'd be amazing. No, but she wants.
Sire's never heard of the word kitten.
I had a kitten, and now he's a cat.
Okay,
and he's massive, which is fine, but he's not as cute as he was. He's still very cute, but he's not I mean, yeah, he's very cute.
Pictures will be included.
There are already pictures on my Instagram. Scroll through. At Side Eat. No, she specifically wants a...
Please don't say hairless. Please don't say hairless. Please don't say hairless.
No.
Okay, good.
No, a hairy...
Because they freak me out.
Do they? They're really cute. They're really nice. A friend of mine had a couple.
No, they look horrendous.
He's allergic to cat hair.
No, they look like a walking
But he wanted a cat. No, they're really nice. They're really affectionate.
They're not. Weird.
They have to be affectionate because they are cold all the time, so they rub up against you too for your body warmth. No, they're really nice. But no, she wants to get a sort of a disabled cat of some variety.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, like, don't disable it yourself.
Like no. But like, you know, the sort of cat where if a family like with kids sort of went to go and see cats, because we'd only get a rescue cat anyway.
Sure.
But the sort of people would go along and they'd be like, oh, that cat's only got 3 legs or something. And my girlfriend would be like, I really want that cat with 3 legs. More so than the others.
I've just had some mango tea and it's quite nice.
Oh, well, that is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. Oh wow. Well, I mean, thanks for bringing the tea on. Good grief.
I've bought my own tea. I've bought my own snacks.
Yeah. Got very excited about coming on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have been waiting all day. We are actually recording this fairly late on at night, so it does
quite late in the evening.
It is quite late. Like it's too late to be having tea.
I've had a busy day, so this is the earliest I could get here.
Chris has just been waiting around all day for Si to call.
Yeah. Although I did tell him in advance that it wouldn't be until the evening, so it's not entirely on me.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything else to do. So,
I don't think that's
what I'd over-prepare for this podcast.
Can't believe you weren't auditioning to look scary.
Not today,
No.
Although I may just do that just out of my window as people pass by.
Yeah, practice.
Yeah.
Have you got anything coming up, acting-wise?
Not acting-wise, sadly. I'm always open to offers if anybody needs anybody to, like quite a big man, to stand
and look, but surprisingly menacing.
I mean, that's the problem with me. A lot of the roles I get are often silent roles where I'm just kind of staring off.
Yeah.
Either being like a doorman or a bouncer or...
That is because if they heard you speak, they would not believe you were at all intimidating.
Just somebody really aggressive. And they go, hello there! Hello. Welcome to this show in which I will talk about things.
That is exactly why they won't get you to speak.
Yes.
Ever.
But I can't do like a rough accent.
Yeah. I just imagine the scene now where people are sort of, they're walking by and they say, oh, let's not go over there. That man looks slightly intimidating. And then you get slightly closer and you shout, comedy!
Well, it's either that or I'm kind of stood at a door in a suit looking hard and menacing. Somebody walks up and goes, are you wearing trainers? Because they are lovely trainers. Well done. You go ahead, my friend. You go in. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So can I come in? Yeah.
Absolutely. You look great.
If you're not aware, both yeah and comedy are Chris's catchphrases.
Yeah.
What's your first show called?
Okay, so my first show was called Yeah. You've got to do it with the right sort of intonation.
Yeah, but I'm not you, am I? I'm not. I've never professed to be an impressionist.
And my second show, An Unexpected Item in the Gagging Area, is being toured around the UK. So please see my website, Chris Norton Walker. Just Google Chris Norton Walker and you'll be able to find me on all the social medias.
Yeah, we're going to do... we can do plugs at the end, but
cool.
I mean,
that's fine. We can do it at the end as well.
It's getting late, so this is probably nearing the end. Sort of drinking a tea to see us out. It's quite nice. I like it. Yeah, I'm into that.
Good.
Yeah. So where are you taking it? What level of venue are you taking it to?
So I'm taking all around the country. So I've done one in my home city of St Albans. I've also been to the Leicester Comedy Festival. Got Bath Comedy Festival coming up in early April. Please do come along to that. I've also got Hastings. I've applied to Southend as well.
Oh yeah,
but they've not got back to me.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well, the application's open until the 14th of April. So
if you are a comedian, then please do not apply because I would like a spot.
Yes. If I don't get a spot, I will be upset because it is my hometown.
And I'm also going to Cambridge and Oxford as well.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So Si's just cut out him burping again, right? I don't know why this is such a burpy podcast. I don't know if it's because we're kind of sipping the tea and kind of getting a lot of
it could be.
air in with it.
Yeah.
Or if you are just kind of a burpy person.
I don't know, a little of both. Basically, the reason, because I do burp sort of more than certainly more than I used to, and many people would profess that they'd show off. They'd be like, "Oh, well, you're a burp all the time, yeah, lads." Not for me. I'm not that guy.
You hang around with some odd people. They all talk like that.
How much time have you spent in Essex? Because it's 90% of people.
Not enough, thankfully. Am I right? Hmm?
You're looking at me weird.
Did a gig in Grays.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Traitors Gate?
Maybe it was in the
Graham Matthews gig.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It
was it that one?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that gig doesn't run anymore. And
it wasn't really running when I did it.
No. Who was MC?
I don't know.
Was it Russ McGrain?
No.
Because he did it a lot.
All I can remember was me opening, because I was the strongest one that was on, basically, and I needed somebody just to kind of roll it into position.
Yeah.
And it was so distracted, and they didn't want it on, and they were a bit sort of in and out. They were walking over the stage, basically.
Yeah.
And I did
wasn't
everything.
Really a stage. Was that the time when it was cut off by the bar stools?
I don't know. I think I left fairly sharpish, but I opened it. I tried to form it into a gig. It didn't really work at all. I did kind of 15. I came off. There was a really arrogant kind of there was a really kind of arrogant open spot from London who was just like, I saw what you did, and that was rubbish. You watch this. Went on, died. Brilliant.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name, but he was wearing a hat.
I'll bleep it out.
So what are your feelings on this mango tea?
I'm into it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Flavour-wise, I'd say mango and tea.
Well, those are the two main ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've nailed it.
Cool.
Yeah. Not messing around with that. I like that. It's a simple one, isn't it? Mango and tea leaves.
When would you drink it?
Now?
Now in time-wise?
Right, okay. When would I drink a mango tea?
Yeah, like when in the year?
When in the year? Summer.
Okay.
It's a summer tea. Yeah.
Could you have this as like an iced tea?
It feels vibrant. I bet you could, actually. I bet this would be delicious as an iced tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lipton, if you ever want to send me any iced tea. No, I've never had iced tea.
But if you'd like to ask these people.
Oh, you've done that on purpose, have you?
A little bit, yes.
Kaduganawa Tea Factory. If you would like to send me some tea from Sri Lanka, that would be absolutely lovely. Thank you very much. And if you know how to pronounce that correctly, send me an email. Has that got the... Why are you doing this? Is that a different tea factory?
No, I think it's a safety factory.
Garagama. I don't... Yeah, but that says Garagama Tea Factory, but the top one says Chattanooga or whatever it is.
Somebody was talking about cultural appropriation on some of the other one of the other podcasts. But I think it's weird to have just a solely one fruit flavoured tea.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll enjoy that tea bag that I gave you then.
Cool.
This is there's a sediment at the bottom.
But I think sometimes that's nice.
Yeah, you into that?
Yeah.
Into a solid tea.
Yeah.
Do you like orange juice with bits?
Yes. Because then you get not only a drink, but a snack as well.
I don't want that.
Oh,
I don't want that.
Non-bit
I'm a non-bitty. Yeah, I know. I'm all about my liquids being liquid.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about soup?
Liquid means liquid. Is it a drink or a food?
Well, so I was listening to Carl's one earlier on.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's pronounced fo.
Okay. Cool. I'll make sure he listens to that.
Good.
To
Yeah.
Fo.
Fo.
What did Carl say?
Like faux?
No, I said fo.
Oh, he said something weird, but it
Fur.
wasn't fo. Fur.
Yeah, he said fur. Fo.
I think so.
Fo. Fur. Fo. If anybody knows the correct pronunciation for the food known as PHO, please get in touch and let us know, because we're all moderately uneducated on that particular food.
On Google, you can have somebody pronounce it for you.
Oh, they're often wrong though.
Are they?
Sometimes. Well, they're often American, and and obviously, we've already discussed sort of American pronunciation of things, and that can be different, and that's absolutely fine. But in this particular scenario,
Far.
Oh, maybe it's far. Far?
Far.
Oh, that's just a recording of a man saying it. It's not like a fur.
Far.
Fur. I think Cole's right.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. Fur.
Far.
Fur.
Far.
Fur.
Far.
Fur.
Far.
Fur.
Far. Alright, let's cut this bit out too.
Staying in. Staying in, mate.
What are the usual lengths of these podcasts?
Shorter than this. The ending of that is bitter.
Was that because you had a mouthful of
Anise? No, it's a different tea.
lemongrass?
Lemongrass. Could
Yes.
have been. Could have been. Yeah, these are normally aiming for about an hour. We've done well over an hour and a half.
Cool. We have lots to choose from.
Well, yeah, I'll cut it down a little bit.
Mhm.
I'll make it more manageable. It's still going to be a little bit long, but hey, it's been fun. We've had a lot of you brought a lot to the table, literally to the table. Yeah, it's been great fun. So you in Edinburgh?
I'm still sorting that out
Okay,
at the moment.
that's
so.
fine. Yeah, that's been everyone's answer so far.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So am I. And what is your website where people can check out?
So if you go to nortonwalker.com,
nortonwalker.com.
you'll be able to find a lot about me. That there may also be a video there of me on
Looking menacing.
certain programs as well. Yeah.
Are you looking menacing? On
I
Is it
think
your
there
show
might
note?
be.
Is that-
Yeah. I think there might be some there.
Yeah, great. And what's your Instagram and Twitter? Because I keep forgetting to ask people this.
Sure. So it's at Norton Walker on Twitter. And if you search for Chris Norton Walker on either Facebook or Instagram, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I've certainly enjoyed myself. What has been the part that you've enjoyed most? Food or drink wise?
What was the first tea we had? That matcha. That was delicious, actually.
That was good.
That was nice. To the extent I would recommend it. That was good. I liked the biscuit tea. I liked the mango tea, but I didn't like the end because that was very bitter. I think it's like a bit. It was quite solid, sort of sediment, and there's leaves and stuff in it. Which it's fine. It's just the thing, isn't it? It's all been good, Chris. It's
Cool,
all been.
great.
It's been a solid 3.5 hours of tasty treats.
Cool. No, I've enjoyed
What's your
myself.
favourite bit?
I did enjoy the lemonade and elderflower slice.
That was very, very tasty indeed. Yeah, that was a good point. Yeah, good. Well, thanks very much, Twinings, for sending me tea once again.
It was
Thanks
a
very
taste
much.
sensation, really.
It was a taste sensation. Thanks very much, Chris, for supplying all the goods, clapping himself again, start and finish, which I very much imagine on a podcast is not the only time he does that.
I do it on podcasts, I do it on radio, I do it during sex, kind of wherever.
During bowel movements, I bet. Yeah. But
Don't applaud yourself.
just the once a week. Cool. Well, thanks very much for listening. Right, okay, we're going to shake hands. Thanks very much for having me in your flat. We're still shaking hands. I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Delicious. Yum, 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 yum.
Right.
Cool.
Cool.
Do you want to re-record any of that?
Yeah, most of it. So that was Chris Norton Walker. It was a really fun episode. Absolutely nonsense. The conversation got ridiculous and I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Don't forget, if you want to follow him on any sort of social medias, he's at Norton Walker, or you can just search for Chris Norton Walker. You'll find him. Obviously, please drop me a review and some likes and some subscribes, and tell your friends, and give the podcast a share if you can. That'd be really, really greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed it, do it if you didn't anyway, because it's the only way I'll learn. If you do have any feedback, please don't hesitate to drop me an email. You can email me at teapartypod@gmail.com, or get in touch on Twitter at teapartypod, which is the letter T, partypod. Same for the email address, same for Instagram, same for Facebook, and you can find me on all of those. And don't forget to send me your own photos if you have any to share. That'd be great. Tag me in them, sort of whatever you get, your own teas, anything like that would be great. Thanks very much for listening. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.